Good morning. Today is October the 23rd. We are in the Green Mountains. We're going to do some looking for sign in the same basic area we've been in, trying to follow up on some potential activity over the course of the last few months. Part of a greater pattern overall, but that's the plan for today. It's kind of a cloudy, overcast kind of day. It's in the mid-50s. So not a bad day for doing this, not raining like a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to hit the trail, that's what we're going to do, and we'll record things as they happen. Into the meadow, we just kind of did an aerial survey of the area. We're just looking for tracks and the like, so we're going to do that. There's been some rain because the stream's a little thicker than normal in this particular meadow. The drone had a interesting glitch that I'm not sure what that was. I'm hoping it ain't going to be a pattern for the whole day, but we'll have to see how that plays out. You can hear the scooshing, so yeah, there's definitely been some rain through here. Good for tracks though, and I can see deer tracks. they're not well defined, but you can see the dents in the mossy stuff. I'm going to go through here a little bit. If I only find deer tracks and nothing beyond that, we'll move on. Nice muddy patch, nothing but Bambi. Weird indent, but it's probably a combination of Bambi tracks. They just make an odd shape, is what it is. Gonna kind of see if we can get through this without, or we'll go around. Since we can actually see what something came walking through. I think this is a deer trail though. So make our way over towards this little water section here maybe. If there's nothing here, we're going to move on to greener pastures. We can stop for a nice shot of this little pond here. Nice little pond. Kind of flows into this. And goes through that. Sorry. The camera is not playing nice. That. I guess that's maximum zoom. Alright, so along the waterway, the Odd Frog, you got a lot of greenery going on the bottom, so I don't really know that that's going to do anything to help with tracks. I don't really see any. So we are going to head south as indicated. This is the meadow that we're in. We're going to head. We just surveyed this whole thing. There's no signs of life on the other side of the meadows. The joy of air power, but when it behaves. Like I said, there was a weird glitch. The thing kind of just, I don't know if that's a firmware thing or what, but it basically kind of did it stopped and wobbled and did a 360 and then went back to where it normally was. And for those that are into droning, possibilities are firmware glitch, or if you look up, damn this camera. I have some editing to do. So if you look up, you can see the clouds breaking up and the fog. And I think I've said in other videos, fog and drones and positional sensors are not a good combination in fog, because the moist air in the low-hanging moist air does not get along well with sensitive electronics like drones. So that could explain a weird glitch like that, because it actually did it when it was coming in for a landing too. I actually got to see what it was. At first I thought it might be some kind of bird going after it, which would stink, because at 275 feet in the air, it's either going to tumble out of the ground, or an eagle just grabs some, or an eagle or a hawk just grabs something that's going to soon realize it's not food and drop it. So I've never had that happen yet. I would hope that if it did, I could recover it if it didn't like rip up the propellers, but if not, you're about to lose your drone, or find what's left of it either. But we're going to move to another area, which means we're going to do a segment break at this point. And we've been through this area fairly recently, but we're going to double check. And we're going to move towards the back side of the actual area, if I can get by all this lovely undergrowth nonsense. And we're going to get eventually over to this clearing, if it's on the camera. I suspect it is. And we are going to start making our way into the woods. Not sure if this tree break is new. Might be. But something was digging in here and there. So interesting. Trees in mossy ground have much give. Don't trust them. Just an observation. Okay, so the sun is slowly coming out. It's getting notably warmer. Making me suspect my stealth factor in the woods is going to go as my sweat level increases. This is where we are right now. We're going to head across this over into that. Make our way through the Woodmakers as soon as I jump this little stream here. And make our way towards the bog that is host to Pine Island, as I call it. Shit. I gotta find my way across. We jumped the stream too soon. Is all this waterlogged? Trying to avoid that part if I can. Slightly better. Then you hit the point where your feet get soaked up to the knee and you just give up and say the hell with it. But haven't hit that yet. But conditions for finding tracks in here are basically this. All this loveliness. So we'll make our way over. We're going to get through this and then head left, sort of. And it opens up into this eye poker stuff. Even though most of this is leaf litter, we can look around for foot dents or whatever, while minding our I am going to put on eye protection because of the eye poker factor, unless visibility is affected badly enough. In mugginess, they tend to fog up. But just to give you an idea, now we're into this kind of stuff. And visibility is kind of taking a hit here. But due to the... So basically where the 2015 sighting happened, I guess the hill over there came down into the area adjacent here by about maybe 200 feet. And yes, I'm definitely getting some fogging going on, so trying to walk carefully through minimal obstacles so I don't have any ankle twisting nonsense go on or anything. I already tweaked my knee once this year, I don't need to do it again. Especially since it only just now started getting better. Thought I heard something in the undergrowth again, like a few weeks ago when we had the stomping incident. That was interesting. Didn't really get any follow-up on it because it was like a one-time thing, but interesting, I guess, is the key word there. Let me get out into this thing. And as always, I walk through a spider web face level. Okay, so we can lose the eye protection, which was good for fogging up, I guess. And get out here into this and see if we can basically make our way over that way on the other side of the Pine Island. So now that the later fall has kind of played a little role on the grass, let's hopefully not have this be a big swamp like it was the last time we tried this time of year. So the question is it just patches of this, or am I just going to stumble through frickin' muck the whole way through? So far it looks kind of like patches. But it's under the tall grass, so you kind of find that out. I'm going to try to make my way across if possible and jump the stream and stay on the left-hand side of the shed. And that spot I was talking about before where your feet get wet and you just say the hell with it, that just happened. Alright, it's weird because there is water, but it's like kind of in patches, so I can kind of maybe angle my way over there and not sink into mud up to my bleeping knees. This is proving to be a challenge. So, well, it makes for some entertainment, I guess. So, in theory, if I get closer to the Pine Island, maybe it'll get drier. That does seem the case. Good Pine Island. I'm going to stick right to this because it looks like something else might have used this as a path. So we'll do that. And that is the inside of the Pine Island, such as it is. And looking for the telltale, there you go. Those are actually Bambi tracks, so I thought I would find moose tracks. They're just Bambi. So now we venture back out into this stuff. Hopefully this side is drier. If I can find a spot where I'm not going to sink into the muck, I will show. I don't know if you can see all the water or if it just looks like tall grass to you, but it's actually a fair amount of muck. I was hoping there'd be more muddy spots. I'm trying to make my way over to the stream over here in hopes of that. This part's getting a little drier, knock on wood, lest I jinx it. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to jump this though. I'll look for a skinny spot. In the meantime though, give you a quick pan of the meadow from here. This is the meadow that I, in more than one video, flown the drone over. And more muck. So where can I jump this charming stream? Okay, it looks like the stream kind of came to a dead end, or it turns there, so I can get here from the right side. Muck deposits notwithstanding. Shit. I need to find a dry spot again. Slightly better. One shit. The problem being the grass is getting deeper and I can't see and make my way towards the stream. See if I can jump it and stick closer to the tree line. That might work better. All right, this is drier. It looks like I might have to jump the stream anyway. It crosses over here. Let's see what we're up against. Sucks. The sucky thing is it's pretty deep. So let's see. I think this is our boy. I'm going to jump here, and go that way. We can cross here. Something is bedded down there, having come up through here. Possibly a moose or deer. Shit. That was a nice little muddy spot. I will be avoiding that on the way back. But so far the amount of trackable area in here is like dick, so. This may end up just being an interesting hike. So, Pine Island in the distance, panning through the country we're currently going through. And the tall grass, knock on wood, has gotten drier briefly. But we're approaching the stream yet again. More muck. Trying to find a spot where we avoid said muck. I think we need to fall back towards the wood line over here slightly. Or does this all become muck? Yep. Not too deep, but muck so noted. Quick shot inside the tree line, scenery wise. Bear with me, I'm gonna grab a photo real quick. All right then. Moving through this whatnot. I am going to cut through the woods. That gets all mucky again. We're going to take a break from the muck and go through and break into this area and invade the tree line for a bit. There we go. And this kind of opens up nicely in here, as you can see. So we're going to stay on course though, more or less, as we weave through this, the various undergrowth. Excuse me for that. I think we're just going to stay in the tree line for the time being, rather than wade through the, damn it, sagebrush, sage, whatever we're calling that stuff. Of course, less deadfall would be helpful. Okay, almost there. Fucking deadfall. Right in the mouth. You son of a bitch. Okay. Note the size of the beaver stumps there. They more than a few of those. Pardon me for a minute. It is not particularly hot today, like I said, but it is muggy as hell today. Sorry about that. Anywho. Alright, so my kingdom for a muddy spot. We're going to make our way back out into the meadow again. Now that we're on the other side of all this, if we don't wander into instant muck again. It's more like a dead house, like a bedding area for something. Right there. But now we're into this section. Different feel altogether than the other one. This one's drier. Still mossy, but it's drier in here. And I was just stepped in moose poo, so they are about be that Bullwinkle, and we're going to walk through to the what I call the wedge meadow. Like I said, we're going to go meadow to meadow to meadow. We're now on the far end of this one. and navigation is a little less sucky once I go around this rock and the lake. And still looking for dents, most of which are ungulates, deer, moose, whatever. I actually haven't seen a lot of moose tracks today, which is kind of a strangeness for this area. More Bambi than Bullwinkle today. Freaking muck again. I'm bored with the muck at this point. Yeah, this is a deer bedding area because there's like a whole slew of like little deer dents, as I call them, in the meadow here. So, shit. Gotten through the whole video without complaining about not seeing my feet, but I can't see my feet now in some places, and that's proving to be a hazard. But I see my plan of attack here. We're going to go in here and cut over to the wedge meadow through this opening right here and make our way over there. It's not that far either. We just got to cross this divot thing here. I don't know if you call that a floodplain or what, but we're gonna navigate that and walk around the end and just walk out of it, I guess. And I guess we'll just keep doing this as a continual shoot and see what it does. We can edit out the tricky parts later. And we're almost there. Let me guess, this is all muck, or just one mucky spot. And we can go this way. Winding. And crap, more bloody muck. Alright, fall back and punt. Don't trip on that. Force your way through this. More charming undergrowth. And through the pines. Check for passengers. Behind the dirt ball. Force your way through this. Scared that blue heron right there, who hopefully I'm getting on camera. And he's going to perch right there. And my mission, while I still have him in my sight, is to try to get a picture of him, if I can do both. We ask that you bear with us. Trying to find him in the trees. Anyway, we'll check that in a minute. We're going to walk through this now that we're here. So the view of the meadow, since we're here, I can't seem to find the heron in the trees. Hopefully I got him on the camera as he flew off. But he is up in that way. He is up in that tree line right there. Right up in there. Try to get some zoom. Otherwise, perhaps not. It's hoping for more mud. We just have more of that mossy, mucky crap. And I am not seeing him. So, I guess it sucks to be me. Nope, there he goes, I see him. But he also left, so I guess I got too close. You know what you didn't do? Alright, so we're here, we'll look for a bit. But all I'm seeing is this muck. So what we're going to do is check the pond, because the rest is all this meadow, and it's basically the same consistency. We check the pond where you have mud. Although I'm checking my own tracks, they're kind of, you can see them if you have a quick eye, but having washed through there, I can't really claim any of this as anything but myself. So, to lend to the search, where basically this is the consistency of what we have, and you're going to sink into that quick. I just made a track right there, so we're going to watch from over here where it's drier. But there are really, it's all like tall grass type stuff, so it's not really any conducive. I mean, most of what you're seeing here is where I walked through. So, you know, c'est la vie. But let's take a quick look here. If not, we'll start heading back to the other meadow and work our way back. Now up in there, interestingly, up in this and up in there, as you notice, once you get beyond the pine line, it actually opens up. And in 2015, when I think they were nested, they were somewhere back in here. That's my theory to the present day. And we're going to go around this. That's been my theory to the present day, because it's kind of an area kind of laid back into the woods. And all we got to do is so we're gonna do this a little easier this time, hopefully. Not go busting through all the muck and fun and all that. Through the divot. Interesting right here. Little X thing, but this is in the middle of nowhere, so interesting. Placed there though. Clearly placed there. Alright, we are going to go this way. And pop out back where our spot of origin was. And get out here prior to a short segment break because I want to get a picture of this horizon right here. If I can kind of maneuver through this stuff. How did I do this the last time? More carefully than that. But no scrapes and bruises, we're good. We're back in the tree line. We're going to test out a navigational theory. Now I got the photo I wanted. And we're going to head kind of diagonally towards what looks like we can make it out this way. If not, I can always backtrack, but we're going to test this little theory. So kind of an exercise in connecting the dots on the terrain. So if you ever get turned around in here, you actually might recognize something and find your way out. So I'm going to basically go up the hill here because it looks like it opens up over there, and if so, it's not that far. So if it does, then I know I'm right. If not, we walk it back and we come back this way. But we shall see. It could also be an illusion too. That's why we're but it's only about 100 feet and we can walk it back easily enough, so. And I might just be right. Because I see a crack in the woods, I think. So the question is, does that just get thick again, or do I come out where I hope and suspect?